this is Christel Wellness Yoga. Welcome to my channel. I am Christel, and today we're going to go through a flow which is focused on really releasing stress and anxiety. In today's society, there's a lot of pressure on all of us to perform, compete, juggle several jobs at the same time, having a career, having a family life, and just really it puts so much pressure on all of us. So that's why I've decided to dedicate this class to releasing stress and anxiety. One of the easiest ways to release stress and anxiety is by controlling our breath. Controlling our breath, breathing in the prana energy is really so helpful in helping us cope with today's society pressures. So we're going to start with a breathing exercise, which is called Nadi Shuddhi, and it's alternate nostril breathing. And throughout the class, we will be really focusing on our breath. I really want you to focus on your breath during the whole class. Also, we will be focusing on areas of the body where we tend to hold tension, and that's usually the hips, and so also in the chest. When we're stressed and anxious, the breathing becomes shallow because we tightening the chest as well. So we're going to do poses to open the chest and release all the tension we're holding in that area. So I hope you're ready, and grab hold of your mat and let's get started. So come in a comfortable seated position of your choice. I'm choosing to sit on my heels. I find this really comfortable. I let the heels fall to the side, the big toes are touching. But if you want to find another easy sitting position, please pick the one you want. As we're starting with breathing exercise, so really let go of your day, let go of the stresses and the worries, and connect with your breath. So just notice your breath. Arrive on your mat. And by the way, if you're hearing this sound, this is the sound of rain in case it goes through the camera. And that's perfectly normal, right? I'm in England after all. And we're going to start our breathing exercise. So if you're right-handed, use your right hand, and then bend your index finger and middle finger. If you're left-handed, use your left hand and do the same. I'm right-handed. And then bring them to the palm of your hand. Then using your right thumb, block your right nostril, and then breathing in through the left. Then close the left nostril with the ring finger and small finger. Release your thumb so you can breathe out through the right. And then breathing in through the right. Use your thumb to close your nostril and then breathe out through the left. Then breathe again through the left. Close your left nostril with the ring finger and small finger, breathe out through the right. And then just carry on at your own rhythm. Just focus on your breath. Every time you breathe in, try to fill your belly with as much air as you can. And every time you breathe out, totally empty your lungs. Make sure your in-breath and out-breath are the same length. If your arm starts getting to be heavy, you can use your other hand and hold your arm up. Keep focusing on your breath. Do 2 more rounds. And make sure that you're finishing by breathing out through the left nostril. And then you can release your hand, place it on your thigh. And you may already notice the difference in your mind compared to a few minutes ago. And then bring your awareness back into your body. And then scan your body for any areas of tension. And if you find any tension, release it now. So we tend to hold tension in the hips, in the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. It could be anywhere else. Just release that tension now. And keep focusing on your breath, making sure your in-breath is equal to out-breath. Maybe you want to carry on counting to a count of 4 as you breathe in, and every time you breathe out, count to a count of 4. And then now we're going to start lying down on our back. So hence I've got 2 blocks. We're going to need 2 blocks to come into coach pose. So you're going to place one in the up and lie down on it with the upper back, and then use the other one to rest your head on top. So you can choose the height you want. You can choose the lowest one, the medium, or the highest. I would recommend, if you've never done that, to start with the lowest one. So come into seated with your knees bent, and then place the block on your upper back, and then release the head all the way back. You can keep the knees bent or extend the legs. If this is too deep already, use the other block and then rest your head on top of the block. So just find the one that's comfortable for you. Release the arms alongside the body, palms facing up. Let the feet drop to the side. And focus on your breath. Equal breath in and out. Coach pose is also really good to correct your posture. If you notice that you over your keyboard, rounding the spine, this is really the antidote to this posture issue. Then you should do it every single day. As I'm quite comfortable, I'm going to remove the block from underneath my head so I can open my chest and my heart and come into a deeper chest opener. But check with your body, notice what feels comfortable. Always listen to your body. Take one more deep breath. So when you're ready, just bend your knees and then roll onto one side. Remove the block from underneath the spine, but we're going to keep using our blocks, and this time place your block underneath your tailbone. So again, make sure you can totally relax in that pose. Then extend the left leg. And then bring the right knee into the chest. So you don't have to pull the right knee too close. Just place the hands on your knee. Remember, equal breath in and out. Use a count of 4 if it helps. And now extend the right leg. And then hold on to the right leg. So keep a bend in the knee, just hold on to your leg. And maybe every time you breathe out, you can pull the right leg a little bit closer to you. Take one more long deep breath. And then release, this time the right leg on the mat, swap legs, so bend the left knee, bring the left knee towards the chest. Just place your hands on top of it, don't pull too hard. When you're ready, extend the left leg toward the ceiling. Hold on to the left leg with both hands. Keep a bend in the knee. And gently pull the left leg towards you. Let's take one more long deep breath. And then let go of the leg with the hands. And then bring both knees toward the chest. And then extend the legs toward the ceiling. So you may need to place the block in a better position so you are stable. Just extend the legs toward the ceiling. Coming into a very gentle inversion. Bringing the blood back towards your heart. Focus on your breath. Equal breath in and equal breath out. You may notice a tingling in the legs. That's normal. That's the blood flowing back towards your heart. It is called the venous return. And then bend the knees, place the feet on the mat. Keep the blocks underneath your tailbone. And then bring the sole of the feet together, let the knees drop to the side to come into a supine cobbler, or variation of supine cobbler. Again, focus on your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose, into the belly. Release any tension. Come back into the present. Let go of the thoughts about the future, the past. Then place your hands on either side of your thighs. Bring the knees back together. Sole of the feet flat on the mat. But keep the feet hip distance apart. And then make sure you can just scrape the heels of your feet with your fingers. Arms alongside the body. On your next in-breath, lift the hips off the mat to come into bridge. And there is your opportunity to remove the block out of the way. And then just stay in bridge. Make sure the knees don't drop to the side. Squeeze your glutes if you can lift even higher. Keep breathing. Take one more long deep breath. And then gently release the spine on the mat, one vertebra at a time. Well done. Roll onto one side and use your left arm to push yourself up into seated. And now extend the legs in front of you. Remove the flesh out of the way. Nice straight spine. As you breathe in, raise your arms up. As you breathe out, fold forward. Try to keep a nice straight spine, neck in line with the spine. Looking at your toes, hold on to the legs, and every time you breathe in, extend the spine. Every time you breathe out, maybe you can lower yourself a little bit more, but make sure you're keeping a nice straight spine. Focus on your breath. Equal breath in, equal breath out. Take one more long deep breath. And now release your head towards your knees. You can round the spine. Just release any tension. Relax the legs. Relax your jaw. Smile. Take one more deep breath. Then with the hands, walk the hands back towards you and push against the floor to lift the chest up. Swivel the feet back. And then we come into child's pose. So open the knees, mat width distance apart, big toes touching. Extend the arms forward, rest your forehead on the mat. So you can rest the elbows. Take some nice deep breaths. Now coming into active child's pose, extended child's pose. So reach forward with the hands. This time the elbows come off the mat. Push the sit bones towards the heels. Come into a spinal extension. Take one more long deep breath. Then slide the hands underneath the shoulder, push with both hands, lift the chest up. Bring the knees parallel or closer together, and then come into your tabletop. So shoulders above the wrist, hips above the knees. Make sure you're spreading the fingers apart. As you breathe in, come into cow, so tilt the tailbones toward the sky, belly closer to the mat, look up, open the chest. As you breathe out, come into cat, scary cat, round as much as you can. And again, as you breathe in, maybe you want to breathe to a count of 4. And then breathe out to a count of 4. Going to do it one more time. Cow. And cat. Come back into neutral, keeping the hips above the knees. Walk the hands forward, come into your puppy pose. So make sure the hips stay above the knees. Forehead on the mat, arms extended. Let the chest melt between the shoulders. Maybe you can rest on your shin, maybe even on your chest. If you've got a very flexible spine. Remember, equal breath in, equal breath out. And then come on the fingertips. And then on your next in-breath, lift the chest, the head off the mat, look forward. And then as you breathe out, round the spine, come into a variation of cat. Again, breathe in, come into a cow variation, looking forward. As you breathe out, round the spine, looking between the feet. One more time. Well done. Release the hands on the mat, forearms on the mat. Drop the hips also on the mat. Look forward into Sphinx. Move the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes under, and if you can, lift the belly off the mat. Lift the legs off the mat to come into an upward dog. And then just breathe. Make sure you're opening the shoulders, the chest. Let's take one more long deep breath. And then using your core muscles, lift the sit bone all the way back up to come into your downward dog. So for the first one, just bend one knee at a time. Keep focusing on your breath. And then come into your full downward dog. Spread the fingers apart, hands in line with the wrist. Look between the feet, lift the sit bones, but keep the ribs in. Push the heels towards the mat. And then breathe in for 4. Breathe out for 4. Let's do it one more time. One more long deep breath. And bring the feet together, big toes touching. Lift the right leg up, not very high. Keep the hips on the same level. Bend the right knee, roll forward, and then step the right foot by your right hand. Use your hand if you need to. Drop the left knee on the mat. Lift the chest up, extend your arms into a low lunge. So push your hips forward, make sure your knee is not further forward than your ankle. Equal breath in, equal breath out. take one more deep breath. Place the hands on the mat, tuck your left toes under, lift the left knee off the mat. Then shift your weight onto your back leg and then gently roll into a high lunge. Everything's facing forward. Till your knee is on top of your ankle. Extend the arms up. And again, focus on your breath. Equal breath in, equal breath out. Use a count of 4 if it helps. Take one more long deep breath. And then open into your warrior 2 to the left. So the heel of your front foot is in line with the arch of your back foot. Your front knee is in line with your front foot, so you probably need to push it a little bit over to the right, but your torso is in the center, the head is on top of your heart and your heart on top of your pelvis. Extend the arms in opposite direction and then look at the middle finger of your front hand. This is your drishti, your focus point. And again, equal breath in, equal breath out. Let's take one more long deep breath. Release both hands on the mat. And then drop the left knee on the mat. Walk the right foot over to the right. Bring your right hand on the inside. Come into your lizard pose. So you can either stay on your hands. You can take it deeper by lowering yourself on your forearms. Remember, you've got your block nearby. You can use your block and rest your forearms on the block. Find the one that works for you. And now release tension in your hip. Breathe into your hips. Equal breath in, equal breath out. Let's take one more long deep breath. And if you're on your forearms, come back on your hands. Move the block out of the way. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee. Extend the right leg back to come into plank. You can do a vinyasa if you want. It's up to you. You could just take a gentle one by dropping the knees, going all the way down, and then lift into cobra. Release your head back down, push back onto all 4. Tuck the toes under, downward dog. This is something you can skip, and you can just come straight into downward dog. Bring your feet together, big toes touching. Lift the left leg up, not very high. Keep the hips on the same level. And then bend the left knee, roll forward, step the left foot by the left. Use your hand if you need to. Drop the right knee. Lift the chest up, extend your arms. Again, watch your front knee, that it's not further forward than your ankle. Push your hips forward and then focus on your breath. Equal breath in, equal breath out. Extend your arms, keep your arms active. Finger pointing up. Take one more long deep breath. Release the hands on the mat, tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee. Shift your weight onto the back leg and then roll into a high lunge. Try to keep your front knee on top of your ankle. Extend your arms and breathe. Remember to focus on your breath. Take one more long deep breath. And open to the sides into your warrior two. Heel of your front foot in line with the arch of your back foot. Torso in the center. Open the arms, look at the middle finger of your front hand. Remember, don't move forward, just make sure your head is on top of your heart and on top of your pelvis. Find your drishti. Focus on your breath. Always breathing in through the nose, in and out through the nose, into the belly. Let's take one more long deep breath. Come back facing forward into a high lunge. Place the hands on the mat. Drop the right knee on the mat and then walk the left foot to the outside. Bring the left foot on the inside to come into your lizard. So you can again stay on your hands. Use your block if you want to. Rest your forearms on your block or do without the block. Just find the one that's right for you. Looking forward and down. And then just breathe. Release that tension that you're holding in your hips. Let's take one more long deep breath. And when you're ready, come back on your hands. If you want your forearms, remove the block out of the way. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right leg off the mat, extend the left leg back to come into a plank. Again, you can do a vinyasa here if you want, or you can just skip it and come straight back into downward dog. So it's up to you. We'll wait for you whilst we're in downward dog, focusing on our breath. And again, bring the feet together, big toes touching, lift the right leg up, not very high. Bend the right knee, roll forward, step the right foot by the right hand. Keep the back knee bent, shift your weight onto the back leg, roll straight into a high lunge. You can bring the hands in Namaste with the thumbs in front of your heart. Focus on your breath. And now flatten the back foot, but keep everything facing forward, hips and chest. And then place your hands behind your back, on your kidneys, and then lift the chest up, look up. To come into a variation of Warrior One. Focus on your breath. Take one more deep breath. Come back facing forward. And then walk your back foot a little bit closer to the front. All the toes are pointing forward. This time you can extend the front leg, but keep the feet hip distance apart. Keep the hands on the hips and then bring the chest down and forward. Bring it parallel to the floor to come into your pyramid. And then release the hands on the mat. Step your left foot forward next to your right foot, but keep the feet hip distance apart, and then come into a forward fold. Grab all the opposite elbows, coming into your ragdoll. Just let gravity do the work. And breathe, equal breath in and out. Let gravity do the work. Sway from side to side. Release the hands on the mat and then step back into downward dog. Bring the feet together again, big toes touching. Lift the left leg up, not very high. Keep the hips on the same level. Bend the left knee. Roll forward, step the left foot by the left hand. Keep the right knee bent, shift your weight onto the back leg and then roll into a high lunge. Extend your arms or bring your hands in Namaste with the thumbs in front of your heart. And breathe. Take one more long deep breath. And now lower the back heel on the mat, but keep everything facing forward. Place your hands on your lower back. And then open the chest, look up, come into your warrior one. With a gentle back bend. Focus on your breath. Take one more long deep breath. And now walk the right foot a little bit closer to the front of your mat. But keep the feet hip distance apart. Straighten your front leg. And then fall forward, bring the chest parallel to the floor to come into your pyramid. Remember, you can use your block. That's what they're there for. And you can place the hands on top of them. You can also come on your fingertip or keep your hands on your hips to use your core instead. And focus on your breath. Equal breath in and out. And then take one more long deep breath. Release the hands on the mat, step the right foot forward, and then again come into your right dog. So feet hip distance apart, grab hold of opposite elbows, letting gravity do the work. And then release the hands on the mat and then come and stand on your shin. So facing the front of your mat. You can again use your blocks. So if you have them nearby, you're going to place them by our ankles. Looking forward engaging the core, just let yourself drop gently back and then place your hands on top of your blocks, pushing the hips forward, look up, come into camel pose. Keep pushing the hips forward. It's very important that you keep your hips on top of your knees. You can take this pose deeper by removing the block and tucking your toes under, placing your hands on top of your heels. And if it's really comfortable for your neck, you can also drop your head back. And remember to breathe. On your next in-breath, using your core muscle, lift yourself back up. Bring then the neck back in line with the spine. And then come and sit on your heels. Well done. Swivel the feet forward. And now we're going to come into our final resting position, or Shavasana. So extend the legs. Make sure you're warm. Extend the arms alongside the body, palms facing up. And let your body integrate your practice. Let go of any thoughts. Keep focusing on your breath. If you find you have a monkey mind, just counting to a count of 4 on your in-breath and out-breath should help. Stay in this position for as long as you can. When you're ready, just bring some movement back by wriggling your toes and your fingers. Maybe you want to turn your head from side to side. And then bring the arms above your head. Extend, give yourself a really nice deep stretch. And when you're ready, roll onto one side. Use your arm to push yourself into a seated position. Come into an easy seated position. Bring your hands in Namaste. And we're going to take a long deep breath for the chant of Om. So take first a nice long deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. And now breathe in for Om. Breathe in. Thank yourself for practicing, for looking after your well-being, for releasing stress and anxiety. I really hope this practice helped you and that you're feeling a lot better. And please leave me your feedback, your comments in the boxes below. And remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. Namaste.